Internet, hello and welcome to the Midwest Invitational. I'm Alex HNA22. This is Jack Loves Lamp Counts.
Oh.
We are, the casters here, but now we have
The
some
casters
some
here.
regional pride on the
Yeah.
line. OKLCS against LKC. We will be casting for you in just a few seconds the match between third place Diamond and third place Gold. Reign of Kings, or third place Diamond, third place. Third place Diamond
from both.
OKLCS and third
Yes.
place Diamond LKC. Reign of Kings versus Team KC.
Hmm. Yeah, and so Midwest Invitational this year, like all online, uh, no like big prize pools or anything, no entry fees. Just literally yes, some regional pride on the line. Like who's going to take the win when we throw these, roughly equivalent teams from the two regions against each other.
Yep. So,
We already kind of had Platinum decided because Ironman, by the way, did come in first place, and they were the only all Kansas City team competing in OKLCS Plat. So they kind of like take the unofficial Plat crown for LKC. In terms of gold, there were several just forfeit no show things like due to the right after playoffs nature of the Midwest Invitational. So gold kind of takes the crown there. And
for
so I guess it really
OKLCS.
just comes, for OKLCS, gold takes the crown there. So it kind of comes all comes down to these diamond matches today for which region will be taking home the gold.
Yep. So,
Or
there was a coin flip.
Yeah.
Team KC won the coin flip, and they picked the
Yes,
blue
both
side
teams
for
called
game number
tails
1.
too. It was good stuff.
So they picked the blue side. They'll be banning away the Gnar away from Beniona in the top lane. Beniona was
Makes sense. It's one of his most played champions in solo queue as well.
one of the strong top lane threats in the OKLCS Diamond capped. Lee Sin taken off the board away from, I would assume, Chimmy. I'm not as familiar with the League KC teams, obviously. OKLCS
Yeah,
casters.
hopefully they chime in a little bit. We do have Weimel here, who's one of like the shoutcasters for League KC, so he can probably chime in a bit. Maybe if we have any downtime, we can even pull him in to tell us what he thinks about some of these matches. Honestly.
Yeah. Kaisa taken off the board. Kaisa's was a very heavily prioritized pick in all of
Just say it.
OKLCS
She's
Diamond
broken.
playoffs. I mean,
No, I'm just
whether she's broken or not
Yes,
remains
she
to
was-
be seen.
yeah,
But
she was
definitely
definitely,
highly prioritized
sure.
by a lot of ADCs in OKLCS Diamond Cap playoffs. And then Alistair, Rise, and then Caitlyn are the last 3 bands coming out, and it will be first pick Braum on the side of Team KC.
Yes, these are best of 3 matches today. But we
Yeah.
did have a forfeit for the first game already too. Guess we'll go ahead and mention that. Wadu did forfeit to Unlucky. Couldn't get their full roster, so just
Waduhek straight forfeit, 2 unlucky in the third place.
second place. Second place.
Oh yeah,
series.
sorry, the second place series of Diamond.
So a lot is on the line here. If Rady Kings can pull out the win, then it will all come down to the OKLCS players who go up against K-State B, which Sky Zero last minute also said that they won't be participating. So we're checking with Apache to see if they want to step up to the plate to represent OKLCS.
We're gonna have the Zyra Khan duo for the side of Reign of Kings. They'll lock in Lucian on the side of Team KC. So Lucian Braum, the old nasty bottom lane.
The old nasty. I mean, it's a lot of burst. Like a lot of people are like, Lucian's trash, but you just can never sleep on how much burst damage he can do in those like not quite early game, like early mid game. Once he starts to get an item or two, he really spikes for a little while.
And I am very surprised to see how far the Swain has dropped into the draft, but it is picked up by Team KC in their last pick in the first rotation of picks before the second rotation bans.
Zoe
King Leroy will pick up Zoe. So Zoe, a champion that fell down a lot after some nerfs, but then has sort of clawed her way back up into relevance with a few buffs.
Yeah, no, and I think the buffs definitely took her in a healthier direction overall. I really like the way that the damage like scales across her kit now with those changes to like putting the passive on the Q, not putting on the Q.
So after 2 ADC bans, they're now focusing onto the jungle, banning away 2 aggressive junglers, Lee Sin in the first rotation, now Xin Zhao away from Chimmy on the side of Reign of Kings. kind of scared of that jungler, it seems like. Don't want to let him have the opportunity to make an early game impact. Now, what will be the focus? It looks like they're going to focus the top laner,
Makes sense.
Beniona, on the side of Reign of Kings.
You can just tell they're like going through that. You're like, who should we focus?
Probably top.
Finally settle that top laner. There goes Ornn. Yeah, no, Ornn, a champion who's been nerfed a lot, and still honestly has found his way into being meta,
Yeah.
into seeing a lot of play even
So
in like LCS.
I would anticipate, okay, Dr. Mundo taken off the board. I would anticipate something like a Camille or a Renekton ban, or maybe even Darius, depending on what has been seen. There's the Camille.
Okay, nice call, nice call. Banning out Beniona's top laner.
So Beniona will be denied 3 of his big picks, but they're gonna mouse over Riven. I don't anticipate this being the actual lock-in,
What if he's been
especially since it would
practicing
be.
it? We don't know.
It would essentially be blind because they would probably flex that Swain into the mid lane. There is
Do
the
it!
Aatrox. It's the shout out to the last Aatrox player
Goodness.
on the cast today.
Oh,
but
that's a.
it's
okay,
gonna be
wow.
Irelia
Wait, oh,
locked. No, they locked it. They last minute swapped it over. They juked me. They juked me. They pick up the Scion for Beniona.
All right, so Scion comes in for Beniona. I mean, it's a solid pick against Swain. He's somebody who can avoid getting bullied by Swain during the early game, even though he is a tankier champion. All right, what is the next pick coming out?
We could it could also always be the Swain flexed into the mid lane. They're taking their time with this one. It's going to be Sejuani picked up for Chimmy in the jungle. Sejuani Braum, very powerful.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, one auto from Braum during one of those team fights starts both his passive stack and Sejuani's W stack. I think it's her W.
Or no, it's the
It's
E.
It's the E. Okay, gotcha. It starts the E stack.
Right. What will the top lane lock-in be for liposuction lane?
Okay, so they might go for the
They
Aurelia.
might
the
go for
Swain
the
go in
Aurelia.
mid lane.
But no, it's gonna be Kled. All right, Kled, one of my favorite top lanes. One of my favorite top laners, personally to play. Matching up against Scion.
Yeah, and I think that's a solid matchup for Kled. He has a lot of ways to dodge out of Sion's Q without interrupting it, which just puts it on that reduced cooldown.
And it will be Kane locked in for Hestega.
Yeah.
This is, an uncharacteristically aggressive jungler from Hestega compared to the Zac that he normally is put on. But he did have a very, very strong showing on this champion in the third place match against Apache. Played it twice, did really very well in both of those games. So very excited to see Hestega playing this Kane again.
Yeah, no, I remember we were honestly surprised. Like, he didn't pull this out in their semifinals. Like,
I was like, why didn't you play this in semifinals? But we will see Hestega's Kane matchup against Chimmy Sejuani. A lot of CC for Falseist on this Swain in the mid lane to basically yoink people in. You can stun him up with Sejuani, with Braum. You can, give him the pull with the Kled and then pull them again with the Swain.
Yeah, no, I really like Team KC's team comp here.
Yeah.
It looks like a really strong mix of like physical and magic, lots of CC, but you're not really sacrificing much damage. They have a decent bit of engage. The place where they lack is, and with this comp, it looks like they probably just lack in terms of disengage. Which, I mean, if Kled can be in the back somehow and ult away from a fight, then perhaps that speed boost will be enough to let his team, to be enough to disengage, because he does not require him to actually run towards the enemy team.
Yeah.
Just run away. Cowardly ultimates.
Yeah, just like Scion.
Yeah, just like Scion, actually.
Except Scion doesn't help his team escape. He's like,
See
so
ya.
long.
It's always really funny when there's like a Scion support and like the bot lane realizes they're about to get murdered and the Scion just trains away and you're just like,
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell.
That's super unfortunate for the ADC when that happens. But it is going to be Scion in the top lane. Beniona, not one to run from a fight. Sometimes to his detriment. But we will see a matchup against liposuction lane Kled. I'm really excited to see how, because both top laners, they have like the pseudo global ultimates, but it requires them to like charge down someone. It's really very interesting dynamic to see where they'll roam
Yeah, I know that Ben is like generally a fan of roaming as well, especially with
Play
those picks
Quinn.
like Ornn and play Quinn.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, Quinn, the best roaming top laner, but the worst at several other things. Oh man, but yeah, no. So it'll be interesting to see how they do those roams. I mean, Kled's roams are like a little more flexible, but can sometimes be more avoidable if you are accustomed to dodging Kled ults. They're very predictable a lot of the time, and if
Yeah.
you just barely move to the side, like he might just run
Like he
straight on
can't
past
actually,
you.
you can't actually change
Yeah.
as you're moving. Like Scion, at least you can sort of drift, and you can also cancel your ultimate. Kled's just sort of like on a warpath. He's like, oh
Man,
man.
so
He,
many
he like dash
times.
by somebody. He's like, oh.
Exactly. So many times you like click on somebody under their tower, but then they're like, "Oh, he's coming under my tower." So they run sideways like into the jungle, and you're just all of a sudden under their tower alone, and you're just like, take a few
Awkward.
turret shots and leave.
So we are just about done with the spectator delay. This is game number 1 between Team KC and Reign of Kings, your number
Yes.
3 diamond seed.
Representing LKC and
Okay,
OKLCS.
yes, respectively. Again, we are going to have significantly fewer matches than we were expecting. All of the gold will not, unfortunately, be happening due to scheduling
Two
issues
scaredy
slash
cats.
forfeits.
No. Yeah, the
Scheduling issues
scheduling
slash
issues.
forfeits on the side of LKC's gold. Wadu Heck did forfeit their match against Unlucky, the number 2 seed, Diamond capped earlier today. So we'll be having the Reign of Kings Team KC match right now, and possibly the Sky Zero replacements
The Sky Zero replacements, yes.
against the number 1 K-State B Diamond Cap from LKC.
Yeah.
So
OKLCS will be taking a mix of.
potentially,
Oh, we'll be taking a mix of
well,
possibly
we
be
don't
taking
know
right,
yet.
right, okay.
We don't know yet. Don't know yet.
Oh no, I was gonna say possibly taking a mix of, if Apache does not show up, a mix of players from the 4th, 5th, and 6th seed OKLCS teams, to kind of Frankenstein them into a team
Frankenstein.
to represent.
At the,
To
I mean, like
represent.
at the very least, it won't be a forfeit.
Yes, yeah. OKLCS will have people from their some of their like contending teams participating. All right, into the game.
Oh, Beniona with a glacial augment.
Interesting. So he might be.
Make-
I guess
get
I was
the
gonna say.
true value out of the Scion passive. Glory and death. Just auto him, and then they're slow and just like beat him down.
Yeah, honestly, I was always surprised that like when he was in that passive state, that all of his like any on hits that he would have, like all could still activate, such as Frozen Mallet. I found that out one time. There was a side going a build that was purely for after he died, and the
Yeah,
Frozen
the
Mallet.
glory and death.
It was a pretty interesting build. It's quite funny though watching him just pound on
Wow,
somebody
look
and,
at
like,
all
come on
those
that life
pings
steal.
from the side of Reign of Kings. They're like, all right, let's all go into this brush. Gotta be worried about.
Are they going to collide?
It looks like they might. Team KC with a numbers
comes.
advantage, but here they come. KK Hillboy, they're all gonna get knocked up by the Decimating
Five-man
Smash!
shot.
That's a 5-man from Baby Fufu as well! KLK Hillboy will go down, Ignite used the flash away from Baby Fufu. Now Beniona's still going, he wants to use Glory in Death! Chimmy on the run out, here comes Hastega, Chimmy flashes away, Never Move will not land, Big Tom is taking a lot of harass, 3-man knockup from Baby Fufu, they get 2! They will lose the Scion passive, but it's a 3-for-1 in favor of Reign of Kings!
I don't know if you saw it, but it came in clutch. Beniona got enough damage onto, not Kled, but onto, Lucian there, I think. And like got that slow off as well, because like Glacial Augment has a cooldown that is per unit, so even if he autos one person, he can immediately auto everyone else if he wants to.
Holy cow.
And that damage and that slow helped Baby Fufu land the 3-man knockup there.
3-1 in favor of Reign of Kings at a minute and a half. I guess this is just the OKLCS early game. So Cole picked up for Sickly, boots for Chimmy, so he will at the very least have those to, you know, make it faster through the jungle.
Yeah, the only one on his team to pick up a kill during that. Unfortunately, it wasn't First Blood, but a solid pickup. Will make his early game ganks a little bit better.
Yeah. So Conqueror for liposuction lane in the top lane will be the keystone of choice for bruisers versus tanks. He's gonna land onto King Leroy. Will get yoinked a little bit for the Ravenous Flock. Give you those soul fragments for Falsius Swain. I am still very concerned overall for the team composition. Soul Furnace will absorb some of that bear trap on a RoK damage. KK Hillboy level 2 hit by Big Tom, and KK Hillboy will force away Baby Fufu and Sickly. And Iona getting shoved in the top lane.
Yeah, he's got 3 CS, or 3 CS. He's got 5 CS. he has 3 assists, but he didn't actually buy anything. He just went straight to top lane after, so it was probably just saving up for...
Oh, Knockout kind of missed there. Nice relentless pursuit from Big Tom. Will put down a lot of damage on the Baby Fufu. The summoner heal comes out from Sickly.
Baby Fufu started getting in trouble there. Rom had a pretty nice shield, and Big Tom had a nice dash out of that Rakan knockup. And Rakan only level 1, making it hard to win that fight. No subteam. All sums down except for the blast exhaust from Sickly and Hillboy.
And I'm just gonna land decimating smash down. Sickly coming, Sickly just trying to pick up CS. He is getting pushed in, but depending on whether he can pick up this CS. Ah, the cannon! Alright, RIP Sickly CS.
Basically it.
Yeah, basically. Gonna miss that one.
Oh, I actually got that one. Okay.
Yeah, so he's actually not that bad. He's ahead in CS. Big
Poor,
Tom and KK
poor
Hillboy.
laners, whenever we get to do
Oh, wait, the knockout misses from Big Tank onto Big Tom Hanks. The momentum Baby Fu gets stunned up by the concussive blows. Good unbreakable from KK Hillboy will reduce a lot of the damage coming out.
He's doing a fantastic job of mitigating a lot of damage on the Lucian and getting down that stun, forcing Baby Fu to dash back out of it.
And unfortunately for the Reign of Kings bottom lane, just there's no reason to use the relentless pursuit until you're dodging away from aggressive. Like that, Exometer Ignite goes down. Big Tom is gonna go down. Baby Fufu picks it up the kill credit. Now KK Hillboy throws at the Unbreakable. He's out of mana, so he's gonna go very low here. No, not the root, but it doesn't matter. Sickly kicks up a 2 for Reign of Kings. Now here comes Hastega. It's a 3v2 in the top lane. Benny on pops the Soul Furnace. Wants more damage. It will be Hastega picking up Shimmy. Now liposuction lane on the run. You're gonna get knocked out of Scarl here. Ignite goes down onto him. Here comes King Leroy. Flash forward from Benny for the slow. There it is. Paddle Star comes down. A sleepy trouble bubble will land. That's a sleepy Swain. And Benny gets the decimating smash. 8-1 in favor of Reign of Kings.
Man, that decimating smash looked absolutely decimating. He was asleep, so the damage increase was on it, and he got to fully charge it because he was asleep in the Scion queue, and it finally comes down, and that plus the shield pop from Bignona is enough to finish off Swain from like a 5th health or so at that point.
Hastega coming in at Hastega and King Leroy come in just a little bit earlier than Falsius is available to, and because of the Soul Furnace from Benny, they're not able to put down enough damage. I don't know exactly what happened there with Shimmy and liposuction lane, where they were trying to kill Benny but just didn't have the damage. And then, once Sejuani uses up most of her damage, she's kind of like, I can CC bot, but I've already stunned up Benny, so that's on a cooldown. And then they could just get chased down by the damage from King Leroy and Hastega coming out. So this is, what is this, a 3.3k gold lead in favor of Reign of Kings at just under 6 minutes? That's pretty substantial.
Oh, I think Big Tom just missed the cannon. Basically ending.
Sickly has a lot of free auto. DF sword. Oh, there's a knockup coming up. Big Tom will dodge with the relentless pursuit, but Baby Fufu dodges back towards Sickly. Go Hastega getting onto liposuction lane. There's going to be a slow from the Chilling Smite. I don't know if they can continue the chase, but they've got Shimmy down here. KK Hillboy going to look for the concussive blowstone. One more auto. No, it's blocked by Sickly. They cannot continue, and they will be unable to get any stuns off. But the good root from Sickly. Now the flash away. Hillboy going very low. Throws up the Unbreakable Winner's Bite, and he flashes out as well. Now Big Tom is in trouble. Flashing forward. Sickly will get stunned up by the concussive blow. So Baby Fufu, 2-man knockup. 2 for 0. 3 for 0 in favor of Reign of Kings in a 2v3.
My goodness, Baby Fufu and Sickly playing insane there. They do have an advantage in kills and assists at that point, so they are a bit ahead, but that was still really excellent play. Fufu came back in at the perfect moment.
Charge being used in an escape attempt.
I
Will
think he could have killed Hastega there.
essentially juke out Hastega there. He like charges into him and he gets knocked up. He's like, and then he just sort of walks out.
I think he might have had a chance to kill Hastega there. Maybe that ultimate did a pretty decent chunk of damage.
The unstoppable onslaught was
still
still available, so it would have been a little risky to stay.
and fight.
Yeah.
And the Scion already picking up a pretty decent chunk of armor.
And at
Leroy
level
is
6,
getting into a dangerous,
playing
a dangerous game.
Here comes the paddle star. It's gonna land on Default's Yist. The bone plating from him. So he has gone for that's a baby going in. Will dodge away with the relentless pursuit again. King Leroy going to go in. There's a easy arc gets off for Jimmy. Will force the flash away from King Leroy. Flash forward. The Sleeping Trouble will can land, and Jimmy will pick up kill credit.
Right, nice kill onto King Leroy there.
Combo comes in, level 6 to level 4 in the support role. Ignite burning away onto Hillboy, but he will not go down just ever so barely.
Yeah, stand behind me to back up a bit. Throws up that shield for that. I think it's like what, 20% damage reduction on the shield when on things outside of the first ability.
I'm not exactly sure how much damage reduction, but it's a decent chunk. But now here's Big Tom getting dove. Sickly gonna pop the Feather Storm, an easy one for him. And they tank up the tower perfectly. The teleport coming in from False Yes, but it will just be Reign of Kings backing away. Pick up the kill credit, a recall on Hillboy, as well as the teleport for False Yes.
Big Tom has been doing a really good job of dodging the recon knockups every time they come through, and saving that dash for that knockup. So like, good on him. And Hillboy's been doing a good job as well, using the shield to block quite a bit of Zaya's feathers from going down. But it just doesn't end up being enough, because as they've got more ahead, they can take these extended fights even when their initial engage in damage has been mitigated. So Big Tom and Hillboy just have to retreat from these fights now.
Especially rough for False Yes right now. Oh, here we go. Hastega is coming in for a game, but Jimmy is already on the way here. But so is Beniona. Beniona is a 3v2. False Yes gets the Emerald Trespass. He was picking away from the Ignite. King Leroy will pick up kill credit. Hastega out the backside. Beniona tanks up the tower on the way out. And Reign of Kings with a 3v2 will pick up a kill. Now King Leroy might have gone a little bit deep here. Glacial Prison is not available, so they will Arctic Assault out. Unstoppable onslaught onto the Sleeping Door. It's the Battle Star. Beniona picks up another.
It seemed like maybe on like a bait, like Leroy starts walking back and then he's like, team, we slept, help.
And that was just really unfortunate. So Hastega's coming in. Beniona's like directly behind Jimmy. So they know he's coming. And it's just like, oh, here we go. Teleport being used there. They're gonna, nope. No stun coming through. Not fast enough with the winner's fight. There's first tower going over in favor of Reign of Kings to the bottom lane of Sickly and Baby Fufu.
Man, when you have Zaya Recon like this, my goodness, there's not very much you can do. They have so much burst and so much like longevity as the fight goes on. The more feathers that go down, the tougher it's going to get to win. Right now they're going to be moving on towards this mountain.
So Reign of Kings looks like they're going to pick up this uncontested mountain trade.
Going to back, they have quite a bit of gold to spend at this point. They have yet to back since taking that first turret and getting another kill or two.
Is it?
The liposuction lane is a bit ahead of CS.
Trouble the land, but there's the Vision of Empire will take on King Leroy. This is the Battle Star, actually. Now the Demonic Ascension popped. Now Jimmy is coming in, and so is the charge from the other side. No escape for King Leroy, and actually it ends up just being moral support as False Yes picks it up without an assist.
Yeah, from either Chimmy or liposuction lane, actually.
Wow.
Solo kill.
Yeah, essentially a solo kill. I actually like even if the moral support weren't coming, I think King Leroy would have lost that one.
He didn't have flash. He didn't have ignite.
Here we go. Hastega and Beniona are here to defend the tower. Vision of Empire being used. Beniona, Decimating Smash coming out, will land. And that'll be that. A quick kill going back over to the side of Team KC. They're getting some pressure on the bottom lane as well. But if you see in the top lane, Sickly and Baby Fufu are pressuring that top lane tower.
Tower about to go down in favor of TKC here in the
They
bot
get
lane.
one in the top lane for the side, but here comes Beniona at the back line with the unstoppable onslaught. He's already come down here trying to defend it, but now he's lost the tower in a 2v1 situation. Decimating Smash will land, but will they continue the fight? Big Tom wants to press the attack, comes out, but they don't do any damage.
And he's got Ninja Tabi and the Glacial Storm.
No, this is 2v3 up in the top lane in favor of Random Kings, who will flash away from the feathers. Glacial Storm goes into the jungle.
It looks like he was about to hit Rakan there, but Rakan did dash to...
LKC on the way up is caught by Aztega, who will win this 1v1 here. There's the Sleepy Trouble couple just coming up short. Leroy throws at the Paddle Star, will miss. Takes the tower shot for his troubles. Random Kings just trying to get some damage on the tower with the safety of Rakan with the Battle Dance.
Maybe showing a lot of mastery of this Rakan pick. He just sits right in front of the enemy team and immediately dashes to Zaya every time, and he's just fading out their abilities. And he even dodged the Sejuani ult in that last little skirmish we saw before Sejuani flashed.
They're favoring this opportunity, but the Sleepy Trouble gonna land it. Aztega, and they're just gonna rip apart Falsius. Feathers from pop. Now Sickly gets a big shield. Unbreakable thrown up. Here comes another Paddle Star from King Liver. Flashed away from my Hillboy. Sickly now gets caught by the bear trap on the rope. Somebody here comes out. He gets pulled back in. There's Baby Boo getting stunned by concussive blows. Will cleanse, but he will go down anyway. Shutdown goes over to liposuction lane. Falsius already died in the jungle due to Aztega and King Leroy, but now Chimmy still wants more. Glacial Person still not available. He fails the blast code over the wall. Needs the Arctic Assault to get out to safety. Will get Sleepy Trouble bubbled up. Our Arctic Assault not available. He gets blown to bits, and that'll be Umbral Trespass coming out to shut him down. Now Aztega is just shadow stepping out as the teleport comes out from liposuction lane. Will be cancelled away.
He's just gonna go clear out bot lane. If there's no chance for the kill here, not going for it. He did have his ultimate, but I don't think he saw.
Down here, Destiny Smash dodge. Will get son of a concussive blows, but here comes King Leroy. Battlestar going wide.
Yeah, no, I think he was just like, there's too many unknowns here. I'm not just going to teleport in. I'm going to go ahead and clear. Now they're losing a lot of vision and their blue buff in this bot side.
Random Kings are just playing all sorts of vision denial on this blue side jungle of Team KC. They are very ahead at this point. Why not? Sleepy Trouble Bubble gonna land at long range. Will they be able to get the Paddle Star? The slow comes out. Knockup comes through. Sickly goes dominating. Big Tom now in trouble. They might just dive him Sickly once more. Featherstorm not available, so we can't go too deep. Takes a lot of tower shots for his trouble. Teleport gonna be finished here. Charge coming in. The Sleepy Trouble Bubble will be eaten, but it can't be disabled, and they will back away.
Good on Baby Boot there to go and intercept that and then immediately dash out because he can. Really making full use of the Zaya combo.
Comes out, will absorb the Paddle Star damage. Shimmy over the side. Does have the Glacial Prison on top of Lonstop being used. Baby will give him a shield. The knockout comes through, but Shimmy gets the Glacial Prison onto Sickly. They're trying to absorb the damage. Shimmy will get rid of that. The Sleepy Trouble will land. Sickly goes godlike! And there's the Glacial Fissure being used. Beniona will fall to the tower, but it's a 1-for-2 at the end of the day in favor of Reign of Kings.
Just watching it, Ben.
Oh wow,
nice
root
root.
will land onto Fake Yist.
Not enough damage to fall.
Oh my word.
Okay, a lot of action. Both teams, actually, Reign of Kings isn't letting up. They are staying in the jungle, getting vision, taking every camp they can, trying to keep Jimmy behind.
Aggro.
Yeah, no, they're playing very aggro, and I mean, it makes sense with this comp. With the Zoe and
how much does Sickly pick up off of this? Yeah, he's literally an item and a half ahead of Big Tom. Both of them have an Essence Favor, but there's a Rapid Fire Cannon and finished Berserker Screeds, plus the Cull on Sickly compared to just base boots for Big Tom.
Yeah, no, Sickly started getting ahead in that early little fight we saw break out where Reign of Kings got the 3 kills and then immediately started snowballing that.
Hillboy was going pretty deep for wards there, but Reign of Kings bottom lane, or Reign of Kings just in general already. Right here, the Trouble gonna land onto Hillboy. Now Falsius caught by the knockup, and King Leroy and Sickly rip him apart.
So much burst from Zaya and Zoe right now. It's
Bubble gonna land on the Big Tom, throws out the Unbreakable, nicely done by Hillboy to block that. Sickly gonna throw down the feathers, here comes Hastega over the side, combo from Baby Fufu, and they find two more. Decimating Smash, they're gonna knock Lipo Section Lane off of the Scarl. Bear Trap on RoK gonna land on Beniona, he bought the Soul Furnace, Decimating Smash will miss. He's gonna pop the shield.
Unfortunately, he just can't kill Kled fast enough.
Yep, there he goes, back onto
Scarl, yep.
Infernal Drake fighting started up. Chimmy is here. He's the only one with it. Gonna go put Hastega in. Umbral Trespass. The smite comes out for Chimmy. Glacial Prison too early. Hastega finds the killing spree. Now Beniona still trying to get onto him. Nice dodge by Liposuction Lane. The Bear Trap on RoK gonna pull it back in. Does he have the damage? No. Bear Trap on RoK on top. Onto him under tower. A solo out from Beniona. Overstep by Liposuction Lane as Reign of Kings pick up a kill and an Infernal.
Things started looking pretty scary for Beniona there, but it's turned around. Oh, Sickly going in.
Sickly getting a cop of the Vision of Empire, but the root will land. The Demonic Ascension not available. Throws up the Unbreakable from Hillboy, and he will keep alive. Oh, yes, there's a big paddle star on the Big Tom.
A nice juke there from False Gist, and then nice stand behind me plus shield from Hillboy, blocking all of those autos plus the feathers, and that's why Braum is extra good against Xayah, as he can block so much of what she wants to do. Even when he's too late to stop her autos from going out, he can use the Unbreakable facing backwards, you know, like kind of like with an orange, but just blocking the root.
All right, so Beniona, Righteous Glory into Banner of Command. Liposuction Lane building up a wave to start pushing into that top lane, but Reign of Kings is gonna pick up a Rift Herald. They've already gotten all three outer ring of towers.
That Rift Herald, they're probably going to be able to push for a lot. Zoe, so good in a lot of these siege situations. She can really help her team pick up kills. It'll feed on Hillboy to prevent those kills from happening, because he can block the entirety of Zoe's damage.
Oh wait, being popped. KK, Hillboy, and shooting over the side. Sickly is going to be the focus, but the knockout comes through from Baby Fufu. Now Big Tom going to take a big paddle star, and Beniona finds it with the Soul Furnace. Three-man knockout from the Deathbending Smash side. Liposuction Lane in the back line. There's the Rakamba coming through. He's going to charm up all of Team KC. Glacial Vision goes out, but it's too late to save anybody. Now there's a never move going out, but Falsky is going to get chased down by Beniona. Sickly goes legendary on the other side of the fight. KK, Hillboy going down. Decimating Smash, and another double kill picked up by Sickly. And it's 4-0 in favor of Reign of Kings.
Right, they're going to be able to pick up this tower. They have a banner minion. They have the Herald. Their team is just running it down mid now. There's still 10 seconds on Chimmy, 20 seconds on False, 10 seconds on Hillboy. Big Tom and Liposuction Lane are not going to do much here. Kled does not have the ultimate.
With the banner minion. Look at that minion just like... Oh
my god, it's taxi.
Yeah, here we go now. Whoa, Big Tom is just getting jumped on by Sickly. They're using the ritual to try and end the game. The knockout comes through. There's the calling coming out. Liposuction looking for a way in, but Beniona's just playing too much space. Flash 4 from Hastega throws down the smite. Umbral Trespass being used on the other side of the fight. Decimating Smash goes down. The tower has gone down. They're gonna rip apart False. Yes, and now Liposuction Lane the next to fall. There will be Beniona and Hastega in the back line. He will go down. Double kill goes over, and it will be a shutdown onto him, but they're focusing on the Nexus. It will be KK Hillboy going down, Chimmy going into the back line, but Baby Fufu survives anyway. Sickly, Featherstorm thrown down, bow down, pentakill for Sickly!
Man, that's going to be the game. They take their lead that they built up over the course of those 20 minutes, got the Herald, and just run it straight down mid.
Sickly with a pentakill to end the game. That was a dominating performance from Reign of Kings. We'll have to see if Team KC...
They were able to take those 3 kills at the beginning of the game and really snowball them as the game progressed.
Yeah, so we are going to take a short break before we get into game number 2, see if Team KC can bring it back, or if Reign of Kings will take the 2-0 for OKLCS. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in a little bit of time.
We fight.
Internet, welcome back to the Midwest Invitational. Reign of Kings versus Team KC, the number 3 diamond capped seed, matching up against one another, and Reign of Kings came out to a very, very good.
Yeah, that early game fight greatly benefited them, and then they were able to start snowballing that, especially out of the bot lane. And Baby Fufu and Sickly were just on point that entire start of the game. It looked like Big Tom and Hillboy were having some pretty good fights early on, but they started to just lose one fight, and then that became losing the next fight, and then as soon as that started snowballing, even when Sejuani came down to the bot lane, they weren't able to make something happen. And that fight was honestly on the back of Baby Fufu and Sickly playing out of their minds for at least those few for that fight, because that was
so
crazy how Baby Fufu came back in at the last second to get the double knockup and secure those final kills without losing either.
Reign of Kings now get side selection. They opted for the blue side. Zaya and Kaisa taken away from Sickly. Did have a very good performance, including a pentakill to end the game. And so they'll first pick Jin on the side of Reign of Kings. This is the other, surprise good ADC with the Guinsu's Rage Blade, the way that his AD multiplies with both crit and with that. It's just
even without the Guinsu's, Jin's still been a pretty picked pick.
So Swain, Caitlyn, Lee Sin banned on the other side, and they will continue to ban away Beniona's Gnar. So the Thresh locked in for Hillboy on the other side now. What will the second pick away for Team KC be? Alawi is the mouse over. Oh, wow! I was like, I don't think they'll lock it in. Hastega will get the Warwick for himself.
Maybe they're expecting him to go with just Ornn, Camille, something like that, and they're just you know what?
Ornn, I think, beats Alawi.
I think Alawi does well into Ornn.
Last I've seen, Ornn has beaten Alawi in lane every time I've seen it happen, including when Benjamin was playing the Alawi. So, I don't know.
Was that pre or post Conqueror though? Because Conqueror might make a difference.
Conqueror might make a difference there, but Bard is going to be the lock-in for Baby Fufu with Ezreal for Big Tom. Zoe going to be banned away from King Leroy. Was just so oppressive in the way it was able to roam and make very long-range picks on the map. So now, what will the bans be from the side of Reign of Kings? They're gonna ban away Kassadin from RoK, the mid laner coming in between games of the match. Now Rise gonna be taken away from King Leroy. That was banned away from him last game as well.
It's a good ban against him. Rise and Vlad have been for a long time 2 of his most played champions. And Rise is typically scarier than Vlad, at least right now in the meta. So don't want to deal with that Rise. At least more willing to deal with the Vlad.
Orianna is going to be the ban from Orianna is going to be the ban away from RoK.
Oh, that's great.
And they're gonna now we get to see the pick away from. It's gonna be Olaf picked up for Chimmy. So a lot of aggression coming out of the jungle from the side of League KC's Team KC. Now, what will they pick up for the side of Reign? It's Katarina locked in for King Leroy. Wow. Okay. So and Master Yi. Wait. What is? They've already got Warwick. Where's this Master Yi going?
Is it going top lane? Are they taking a page out of Iron Man by the Way's book?
Oh my word. Are they? Is this happening?
They must have read the Plaid article.
Oh my god. Okay, so Master Yi possibly going into the top lane.
I mean, honestly, it makes sense against an Alawi.
And they're gonna lock in Zed for RoK, so full AD comp for the side of League KC's Team KC.
They are going to need Conquer on that Alawi.
Yeah, no tank, no true tank on the side of Reign of Kings, so not having to worry about that possibly.
Yeah, no, I mean, if the enemy team isn't that tanky, they can still do a little bit at higher value like Ninja Tabi, but overall, it doesn't end up being too impactful when you don't have any.
Wait,
really,
hold on a second.
Yeah.
Beniona's taking the Warwick with Smite, Hastega with Master Yi with Teleport, Leroy with Jhin.
Well, I mean, Hastega was a top laner all like for a couple seasons
That's
leading
true.
up to this season.
But I
when he
mean,
switched to
now
jungling.
Leroy's at ADC, Sickly's at support, and Baby Fufu's at mid.
Really hope they don't throw this game off
Oh my
of
word.
doing this. Oh my goodness. One-handed Zed incoming. Let's go. Yeah. So for anybody who didn't notice the swap, this is the OG mid laner for Team KC, RoK, or at least I think that's how it's pronounced. It does have accents. And he did break his wrist.
Right.
Break his wrist, preventing him from playing. But he decided after watching game one that he wants to step in and get in on this OKLCS versus League KC match.
And I mean, even with how few of the matches we're probably going to have today, this is very exciting. It's great to see some, like, for us as casters, it's really fun to see people we aren't normally accustomed to seeing playing in organized play up against our more familiar faces on the side of Reign of Kings. Team KC, number 3 seed from Diamond Capped LKC, really, I hope to see them do well in this game.
Yeah. If Reign of Kings can pull this off in 2 or 3 games, given that earlier forfeit by Wadu on the OKLCS side, it comes down to determine everything in that final match, K-State B versus maybe Apache. We shall see.
Just depending.
Because like we said earlier, Gold kind of won on OKLCS, and Plat, LKC kind of won, and then we've already had one match go to LKC today. If this one goes to Reign of Kings, all of the marbles of the Midwest Invitational kind of crown, if you will go to whoever wins that one. Given Reign of Kings actually winning here, it could all end right now.
Well,
if
right
Team
now.
Okay, not right now. Right now, you're right. Team KC would have to win the next 2, but it could all end with this series. And the last game would just kind of be feels bad. Man.
Now the whole thing about this, right, is how does Master Yi top matchup against Alawi? That's kind of the big question mark.
I think it could go well. I mean, if he doesn't get hit by the Test of Spirit and then like or uses Alpha Strike when she tries to go for the ultimate, because it is pretty telegraphed.
Yeah.
I could see him definitely winning against Alawi, but if this Alawi starts getting a lot of poke on him in lane before he can make that all-in happen, I don't know how much he can do about it.
Especially early on, pre-6, I feel like Alawi, even if she misses the Test of Spirit, if Hastega tries to go for like auto attacks onto Alawi, she'll just sort of beat him down with superior base stats. Because Master Yi does rely a little bit on those items building up.
Oh, you're definitely right. Yeah, and like also in this matchup, something to note is Master Yi does have that damage reduction on his meditate, but and we don't know what Keystone Alawi decided to go with, but if he went with Conqueror, despite there not being a lot of really tanky targets, that true damage will be dealing more against the Warwick and against the Yi when they're doing their damage reduction, when they're using their damage reduction abilities, thanks to that true damage. So.
True damage not reduced by damage reduction, oddly enough, right?
I honestly have asked that so many times in my League of Legends play. I'm like, does this work on true damage? That's always that's a question.
Nothing
a lot
works
of the time.
on true damage.
Yeah, and literally nothing works on true damage.
So we are getting into Champions League, the loading screen for game number 2 between Reign of Kings and Team KC.
I actually do have a question that's a little bit unrelated to true damage regarding Aurelia having the 300% damage to shields when her passive's fully procced.
Yeah.
If you were to hit somebody and 300% damage, like more than the shield, does it deal that additional damage to their health bar, or does it calculate it to where once the shield's dead?
I would imagine it's calculated like that. Yeah.
Okay, but how much damage hits them after the shield goes down?
Right. Okay. So suppose you're about to do 200 damage to them as Aurelia, and say they have like a 450 shield.
Okay.
You would need 150 damage to get through the shields into the 300% damage. So then you do 150 times 3 to the 450 shields, and then you do 50 damage to them. That's how I imagine it would work.
Gotcha. It's so hard to do like the math on these things when like there's really not been ways to test it outside of like trying your best to like in like a custom game have two people smack each other and you're like, how much damage did that do? I think it did 70, like maybe.
You can't even have it in practice tool because you can't have multiple people. Like, you could shield a dummy. The dummy tells you how much damage it's taking, but can't do that.
Alright, so got Hastega in the top lane on this Master Yi. Gonna see how that turns out. Yoda on this Warwick in the jungle, also with press the attack. Baby Fufu in the mid lane on his Katarina. King Leroy and Sickly in the bot lane on Jin and Var.
This is very interesting. Liposuction lane on Alawi in the top lane. Chimmy on Olaf in the jungle. RoK coming back into play on Zed in the mid lane. Big Tom and KK Hillboy. Ezreal Thresh in the bottom lane.
So let's see if this ends up being his, his flu game. Obviously, he's not sick. He's just got a broken wrist instead. But
Sickly coming around. He wants to try and disrupt this one. Electrocute damage. Gonna land on
ow,
KK
a lot of
Hillboy.
damage onto Hillboy. Almost chunked to half. Be interesting to see how these assassins, both pretty darn mobile champions, match up in the mid lane. Oh, both plating. Not a bad idea against a champion like that.
Cosmic Binding is going to get the stun off of Sickly, but a Death Sentence will pull him in. Summoner Heal comes out from Big Tom very early. Sickly flashing away after the Ignite from KK Hillboy. Sickly burns both of his summoners, and King Leroy burns the flash to keep him alive. Now they're going to play zone because they got the minion wave already prepped up, but they are actually very low on health bars. KK Hillboy, it's going to land on the King Leroy. Big Tom turning back around. The Cosmic Binding will dissuade him from chasing. The 4-shot going to come out. Now those banners just pop up in the...
Yeah,
what was that?
They have appeared. What are those banners? Honest question.
Yeah, is there an event? Maybe that's Clash banners.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like, oh yeah, Clash is a thing, guys, come play in it. You'll get a reminder every time you play League of Legends. He's gonna Shunpo in, Baby Fufu putting some damage onto RoK, but here comes Chimmy. Big minion wave, Undertow gonna come out, but they're not gonna do enough damage to make them chase. That's Beniona's finds Chimmy. Here's the fear coming out. Chimmy throws out the Undertow. The fear gonna come out. Beniona laying down some damage. The reckless swing. Chimmy gonna have to flash over the wall there. Death Sentence gonna land on King Leroy. Here comes Big Tom on Chimmy and dodges away. King Leroy goes down to first blood. Flash away from Big Tom. Now Chimmy getting chased under tower by Beniona. Cannot find the Jaws of the Beast. He's gonna go for it. He's going into the tower. Gonna get the kill with the Jaws of the Beast. But here's Big Tom coming around. Arcane Shift in. Chimmy will pick up kill credit thanks to the tower taking him down. The Conjure Binding gonna land onto him. Sickly putting down a lot of damage. Liposuction Lane gonna put a lot onto the spirit of Hastega. Gonna pop that. Now RoK is taking some damage. She's gonna Living Shadow out to safety. Liposuction Lane. That's a lot of tentacles! Hastega pops down to meditate for the damage reduction. Liposuction Lane takes a tower shot coming in, trying to put some damage onto him.
The Liposuction Lane did end up going for the Kleptomancy, which is, I mean, like that's a really good thing, Keystone to take. Oh my goodness, Hastega might be going down
Liposuction Lane wants it, but he did just pick up tower aggro.
It doesn't look like he's gonna be able, oh wait, Hastega. I want to see, go back to top lane.
Well, the fact that it's down here means
he didn't take damage. Yeah.
So, you can, if you're in a spot, you just stand next to. Oh, hold on a second. Baby Fufu getting chased down. Predator pop. Undertow will land. The slow comes out. Relic with a swing coming out. Baby Fufu will flash away. Ready to Shunpo back in because here comes Beniona looking for it. Blue Spike comes down on the row. One more auto attack. Ignite comes down from Baby Fufu. He'll pick up a kill. Shunpo's out to safety. Throws out some more daggers. Here's Sickly and Beniona finds another.
Man, a nice kill from Beniona there. I really thought Baby Fufu was also going down during that fight, but somehow makes it out without dying to that tower shot.
Wow,
Sickly gonna just put, after his row, I'm just gonna put a little
he's
bit
just
of
trying to get
damage
Spell
down here.
Thief stacks.
The top lane, I'm surprised that Hastega is able to sustain as much as he has with just Corrupting and Meditate. Despite taking quite a beating.
9 CS down, not too big of a deal. He is getting shoved in by Liposuction Lane, so a lot of pressure, but the Alpha Strike ensures that he'll never get dove. And Liposuction hasn't particularly been playing well around the tower ranges, taking a few for free there.
Yeah, no, and it's also tough because I think he's been using Corrupting Potion and he's dealing damage with Test of Spirit, so he'll walk up to that tower like maybe thinking, I haven't hit him yet, but really he's got that DOT from Corrupting. I learned that the hard way on Darius. That those bleeds and stuff will pull Tyragu to you real quick.
So Beniona hasn't been particularly intimidated by the pressure of
Hillboy might be in trouble here.
Death Sentence of the Deadly Flourish comes out. Here's the dark passage onto Chimmy. He flashes away too early. Chimmy gets pulled out with him. Unfortunately for them, the magical journey was coming through anyway, but a little bit of misplay from Hillboy, but RoK getting chased down by Beniona is going to have the Living Shadow over the wall. Will get over there just before he gets through.
Beniona's been doing a good job on this Warwick pick, but I think with like a little bit more Warwick experience, he might be able to go for those dank Warwick follows that you see where people time it just so they can follow someone after a flash or after something like Zed's link right there.
It always sucks when you do it on accident, and they're like,
and they flash, and then you're like,
it's like, oh no. I know that's happened to me. Oh, good Cosmic Binding! Deadly Flourish will come out, Death Sentence will come down. Big Tom having the Arcane Shift out, but Hillboy still wanted to go for it. Sickly looking for a little bit more damage on the Big Tom. Ignite already expired. Sickly gonna get the moves pursued out. Hillboy, the Cosmic Binding will land! Throws at the Dark Passage to try and save his ADC, but it's not enough! A pickup kill for Sickly, and one for King Leroy.
Man, and the bar damage is actually blowing my mind. I guess a lot of this is election Q, but I just can't believe like how much from Q auto.
Damage throws at the Living Shadow, and the Death Mark Baby Fufu gonna go very low. Solo kill for RoK. Sickly now coming around to try and make something happen.
Right,
but Magical Journey's right into Chimmy. Cosmic Binding flash over the wall. RoK needs one more auto. He will find it. A double kill for the mid laner of Team KC. Leap of Faith thrown down. A triple kill for RoK.
Man, his wrist might be broken, but that will not stop him from carrying this game. 3-1-0 now, 5 CS up over Baby Fufu.
Absolutely, really nicely done for RoK there. Picks up the solo onto Baby Fufu, and then Sickly's like, I got him, guys! Magical Journey's over the wall, Chimmy's like, ah ha ha ha! Just starts
really well timed teleport
from
from liposuction lane as well to pick up the kill, the last kill onto Minion.
Well, actually, RoK got all three.
Oh, no, I mean, sorry, help him pick it up, not him get it himself.
So, Duskblade of Drakthar already for RoK.
Ouch.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
I could already feel that one. But yeah, so it's gonna get even tougher going forward from here for Baby Fufu.
And this no true tank composition on the side of Reign of Kings really gonna hurt against someone like Olaf, who's just gonna be throwing out those undertows. If he slows anyone, it's like, huh, we can kill him. And RoK's just gonna beat everyone down. Liposuction lane, Arcane Shift was used now here, looking for the slow stun, but Beniona's not gonna be able to find his way through.
Tries to go for the tunnel in there to help Beniona with that gank, but it seems like it just doesn't quite get it. It didn't go through much of the wall at all there. Oh, okay, and it gets missed by King Leroy.
Might as well end. Alright, the dragon is being started up by Beniona. Hillboy seeing the magical journey, but now Beniona might be a little bit caught here. Jimmy and RoK are here. There's the fear going down. He will use the infinite duress to get out the backside. Infernal Drake is going to be started up. Here comes the curtain call from King Leroy. It's blocked up with Hillboy, but here comes Baby Fufu. Step for Fate lands. Now will come in here. There's the Death Sentence going to be landing, but Hillboy will go down. Now Baby Fufu ready to run wild. RoK taking some harass, but now Big Tom.
Leroy's all alone over here.
Leroy going to be started onto Flash Death Mark going to come down, and Leroy is gone. But now Sickly going to be going down as well.
He does save his team first, though.
Jimmy throws at the undertow. He will get his team at the safety, but at the cost of his own life. Thank you, Magical Journey. RoK did use the death mark in that fight, so now Baby Fufu fancies his chances here.
Yeah, nice.
Leap of Faith pop. Testega already used the Alpha Strike. They're just gonna rip apart the Spirit. Now Baby Fufu will Shunpo in, uses everything, the Ignite and the Death Lotus. RoK ignited, solo down, shut down by Baby Fufu. No Death Mark available.
He knows that ult wasn't down. He had his Ignite
yeah,
ready.
But he's got no ultimate now. Undertow gonna land. Shimmy once more. Gonna get the red smite down. He's gonna Shunpo out to safety. Will he be burning away one more? Undertow will come down. Beniona runs in a little too late to save him.
Yes, Shunpo's out to safety. Gets chased by the angry man with axes anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, kill over to Chimmy. 3-2 and 2 now. Team KC has the gold lead by about 1k right now. Though there is an Infernal Dragon in favor of Rainer King. So at least at this stage in the game, that Infernal's not going to be making up 1,000 gold worth of difference. But later in the game, it's going to be pretty impactful, especially when you have any damage dealers. I believe Jhin and Draven are like the two best scaling champions with Infernal Trait.
Vigar.
Oh, because I give them massive stacking for the AP.
Right, now Deathmark is just about up, but he's going to be going in because here comes Benio and Deathmark with pop. He's going to get feared back in infinite. The rest will land, and it will be RoK going down. Benio picks it up.
As soon as they saw that Zed ult come out, Babyface got out as quick as he could, and Benio threw down that infinite threat.
Now, they get a second shutdown onto RoK, or a second kill onto RoK after Liposuction Link test Hastega's Spirit.
Testing his spirit quite a bit. Hopefully Hastega's spirit is getting stronger.
Hastega building towards Cosmic Fighting, gonna land on the kill board. That's gonna go out. Not quite gonna tag on a sickly deadly flourish will root him in place.
Trinity Force. Now that's not what I would expect.
Yeah. That's not exactly what you'd expect on top lane Master Chief, but what exactly do you expect on top lane? Here comes Liposuction Lane. Get ready to
Hastega's like, please, don't eat me. I've had enough.
Right.
But
you see Chimmy trying to come in here with the Predator, just actually running down the lane. But here's the Cosmic Binding coming out. Beniona is here. Deadly Flourish will land. The Ragnarok is popped, and now here's the Tempered Fate. Here, Curtain Call coming out. KK Hillboy is stuck there. True Shot Rush misses onto the stationary King Lear, but here comes RoK. Beniona flashes over the side.
That was kind of a grab the lantern moment where Bard was like, I made us a tunnel to safety, guys. And Benino flashes the other way. He's like, I'm out. And things just continuing to look tough for Hastega up here. It's falling slowly more and more behind in CS in this matchup. It looks like
he gets tower aggro. Here's the ultimate pop by Hastega, pops the Leap of Faith, but immediately Hastega backs away. Now Big Tom is slowed up by the Cosmic Binding. Here comes the Righteous Glory from Jimmy. Summoner here comes out, but Beniona's brought in by the Magical Journey. Veered back away. He has no Ragnarok. Summoner here comes out from Big Tom to keep him alive. Jimmy now running for his life. Beniona continuing to lay down auto attacks. Infinite Duress comes down, but Beniona's the first to fall. Now the 4-shot comes out. They will take down Jimmy 1-for-1 so far, and both junglers going down. Nobody else to continue the chase. Liposuction Lane continues to pressure Hastega in the top, but you do see RoK on his way up into the top lane.
I think it would be pretty hard for Zed to dive a Yi.
And no
Given
CC to knock him
Meditate
out
and
of the
Alpha
Meditate,
Strike,
but
yeah.
they're gonna try anyway. Deathmark being popped, he's gonna dodge it with the Alpha Strike. There's the Meditate, beautifully done by Hastega, and RoK goes down! Hastega flashes away, Liposuction Lane gets Alpha Strike on, flashing out himself. Hastega picks up the 1-for-0 in a 2v1.
That's kind of what I expected to happen. Really good Alpha Strike, and to a really good Meditate, and he picks up the kill.
Yeah, but it does tower going down in first tower blood going down in very Liposuction Lane, but he will have paid his life for it. Pops the stopwatch, and he will go down as Baby Fufu comes in to help him pick it up. Cosmic Binding goes wide. Hellboy gonna flash away from the Deadly Flourish. Guardian Shield pop. Simply gonna speed in. King Leroy wants some more onto Big Tom. Big Tom continuing to track back. Mystic Shot out, and he will leave before going down. First tower blood going down in favor.
Liposuction Lane did pick up the first tower blood, so
he's actually got his finished Trinity Force
and Ninja Tabi, which is going to be pretty effective against Hastega, being that he would try for it.
So Trinity Force, you know, no tanks on the side, so maybe not valuing the Black Cleaver as much as the Trinity Force.
I mean, that makes sense. That's probably also part of why nobody really wants Conqueror in this game. There's just not a lot of armor stacking champions, and you were just like, might as well just go something else that might end up being more useful.
So Rift Herald picked up by Beniona on the side of Reign of King. They're only 200 gold down. Sickly forward wants to try and put some pressure onto Big Tom. Building towards the Monomune Iceborne Gauntlet. Deadly Flourish lands flash forward for the Cosmic Binding. Here comes the Curtain Call. Flash away from Big Tom. Hillboy trying to block it for him. He will get caught by the Tempered Fate. I saw what they were trying to do.
Yeah, he tried to ult him so that way he couldn't block for Big Tom.
Big Tom was able to juke away from the last shot of the curtain call, but cost him both his arcane shift and his flash.
Section lane looking for a gank on a baby.
He's gonna Shunpo in, but he does a lot of damage. Jetmark thrown down. Baby Fufu Shunpo's back and flashes away. Benny looking for more. Wants the infinite duress. He's gonna test a spear. Here's the leap of faith coming down. Liposuction lane gonna throw in a lot of damage now. Sickly getting chased down. Cannot stun up the Ragnarok. Jimmy picks up Sickly. Okay, so now Big Tom and Jimmy
gonna pick up this turret in the bot lane. They have a
1k0. Here's the Death Lotus being thrown down. Baby Fufu wants a little bit more, but Ignite popped and he will not pick up kill onto Ro. But Beniono Mighty is still wanting more. He's gonna chase him down. Infinite Duress from downtown. Ro falls over and Beniono picks up the kill.
Man, when a champion is low health, it is so hard to run away from RoK. He gets that attack speed and move speed increase.
My word, he's even throwing down the Rift Herald. Jimmy gonna come around just to try and save this tower.
It looks like they're just gonna plop it down and head straight to this Ocean Drake. Going to be their second dragon of the game. Though they are down a tower after that tower got picked up by Big Tom in the bot lane, they are not by much, pretty close to it.
So it will be Ocean Drake, started off by Reign of Kings. This Ward Bull spotted out, but Leroy is gonna come in to knock him down. Friday goes out to Deadly Flourish, lands Sickly looking for something else. Chimmy, yeah, the Ragnarok not quite up. It is up now. Sickly taking a lot of damage. True Shot Rush snipes him. Big Tom picks it up. Now Baby Fufu Ragnarok chased down by Chimmy. Gonna pop the right score as well. There's another storm from the undertow. Baby Fufu falls over. Chimmy picks up one.
Now that game that
by the undertow, they want more. He's gonna keep on chasing. Red buff slow coming around. Undertow slows him up, and here's Ro for the kill. Throws down the shuriken. Beniono gonna try and chase him down now, but the death mark is available. He's gonna throw in a lot of damage. He's gonna flash out.
Oh
no, not enough to kill.
Oh, he didn't
Beniono.
have his ultimate. That wasn't his ultimate. Never mind. I thought that was his ultimate for a second. Like, wait.
Oh, Beniono runs into the shurikens, gives up his life. Leap of faith popped. Meditate being used. Hastega will go down a solo kill for Liposuction lane. And there we go, Tempered Fate being used. But Jimmy has found Sickly. He wants some more. There's the stun onto him, but Sickly, he's in the middle of two. He will throw down the Ignite. Liposuction lane falls over, but he will trade his life for it.
Sickly going for the ultimate greed. Completely ignoring the Olaf, just saying, I will avenge you, Hastega.
Holy cow. What is going on?
Alright, after all of that, there's now a 3k gold lead in favor of Team KC. Things
KC,
looking good for them
now. They pick up the entire outer ring of towers compared to only the one falling in the mid lane for Reign of Kings.
Now 2 towers up, 2 kills up, and their top laner 20 CS ahead. Their bot laner 40 CS ahead.
Oh yeah. King Leroy's getting massacred in the CS department compared to Big Tom. He's already got the Monomune and the Iceborne Gauntlet building towards the Blade of the Rune.
Yeah, no, and as we saw in that last fight, he poked Sickly down very hard and finished him off with that ultimate. Really clean Ezreal plays right now.
Beniono trying to take the Scuttle Crab. Hellboy is here. He's all alone, but he's bluffing. He's like, I got someone with the Dark Passage if you want to go in on me.
Hellboy hanging out in the wings. Not gonna throw any hooks though.
So Sickly has gone for the Shirelia's Revelry on the Bard, the new old item.
The new old item, yes. You removed and moved and put onto Talisman of Ascension, and then removed,
also removed,
and then put back in its original form.
What was old is Hastega, now getting jumped up by Liposuction lane. He's going to throw out an Alpha Strike. Beniono coming in with a fear. Flash away from Liposuction lane, but the Infinite Duress will land. Leap of Faith is going to be useless if you can't proc the tentacles.
I wonder why Hastega's not doing a little bit more damage. Maybe it's because he went Triforce. I don't think that would be the go-to item.
Probably not. I feel as though if you wanted to do more damage, like if you're not going for like a tanky build, which you do see on some Master Yi's, but if you're just going damage, it's probably better to just push like
mean,
Or
just
Bork?
run, yeah, crit or on hit, I guess. I mean, I guess you could go.
Okay,
like,
a little bit of miscommunication there. Sickly
there's not even a little missing ping thrown down to the mid lane.
Sickly wants to go in. He's like, let's go, Shirelia's Revelry, and King Leroy's like, nah, I don't really want this one.
To Olaf, but he's a pretty tanky champion right now. He's got
Righteous
Ninja
Glory
Top,
plus
Righteous
Spectre's
Glory,
Cowl.
Cinder Hulk, Spectre's Cowl, very beefy.
Comes in for a little bit of Shunko damage. He's not doing a whole lot. Whereas Beniona has gone for a very offensive forward build in comparison to most of the TKC. The Iceborne Gauntlet after the team got pulled. I mean,
I guess it's probably because of the armor a bit.
Yeah, I like Iceborne Gauntlet a lot on Warwick. CDR, which is very good. And it gives you armor, it gives you the Sheen proc for your Jaws of the Beast, which applies on hit effects. So that's kind of it, and it's a slow, so that's kind of neat.
And it's slow. That's pretty neat.
RoK gonna be taking his own blue buff.
Yeah, and actually, as he walked away from the buff there, you could see how much faster the energy. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. The energy regen is so much higher. Wow,
Righteous
that's
Glory
a
pop back
fast
shimmy.
Olaf.
He's gonna run down undertow, throwing down on the Sickly ults himself. There's the curtain call coming out. Flash away from the death sentence. Beniona now in trouble. Infinite Duress is available. Doesn't want to use it to get escape. Sickly actually wants to go in with the magical journey. Deadly Flourish going wide. Lotus popped. Big Tom is going to be going down. Baby Fufu picks it up. Now he's reset. Here's Beniona in the back. A 3-man fear. Baby Fufu wants to come back in, but he's too. Tesla Spirit. Leap of Faith. Suppression comes down. Infinite Duress from Beniona, but he's taking so much damage. Life Section Lane doing a lot, but Hastega picks up Killboy. Shutdown goes over as Jimmy falls. There we go. They will shut him down as well. Hastega falling over. Life Section Lane is still alive, but he will finally go down. Double kill for Sickly.
Sickly is carrying his team, honestly.
Beniona wants
Did
to
he do it?
find
Oh,
no, Living
doesn't get
Shadow.
the Q off.
It is, at the end of the day, 4 for 2 in favor of Reign of King.
And Life Selection Lane, and man, again, I feel like the E would be doing a lot more damage without the Triforce, but again, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something about top lane E that I'm not aware of. I'm gonna pick up a bit of CS here. There is a dragon spawning in 10 seconds as of now. Both these teams are wanting to get it. Lots of missing pings on the side of Reign of Kings. And they're going to start getting, or TKC is going to start getting vision. Beniona wants to protect this ward, but can't. He doesn't have any teammates close by yet. That's when towards the dragon. Looks like they're fighting over the CS. They are. They are both going for the CS in the bot lane.
Beniona comes in, no smite steal comes out, and he'll just infinite rest out to safety.
Sorry, excuse me.
Jimmy will get the superior smite secure. Building towards the spirit for this Olaf has quite a decent trend.
Yeah,
Sickly
no, I
tried to steal the
Righteous Glory, if I'm not mistaken, has a decent increase to your health regen as well.
That sense gonna land from the Sickly. Big Tom gonna change his attention over there. Pulls in the Dark Passage onto Life Section Lane, but he temporates himself, and Sickly will go down. Big Tom picks up the kill.
Yeah, team fight earlier at the Baron could have been even better than a 2 for 4. Had Sickly not ulted himself.
They're starting the Baron on the side of Team KC. They're taking it pretty fast. Undertow coming down. Here's the curtain call. Going to be absorbed by the Baron mostly. It's going to go wide. Beniona just shooting around. There's the Undertow. Beniona has the ultimate. You remember Ragnarok pop? They're going to jump all over him and rip him to pieces. Big Tom. They're going to throw down a true shot barrage. Going to tag onto King Leroy. Death Sense. Going to miss from Killboy, but a play will interrupt the Death Lotus. Here's Tesla Spirit. Baby Fu gets out, but a horse shot will take down Killboy. Deadly Flourish going to go wide. Baby Fu going to get slowed up by the Tesla Spirit. Here's Big Tom coming in. Now King Leroy in the middle of 3 members. Going to try and kill out Big Tom, but he will go down. Now Baby Fu on the run.
Hastega's taken 2 towers in the bottom.
Death Mark onto Sickly, misses the Cosmic Binding. Magical Journeys out to safety. RoK flashes, but he doesn't need to. Hastega takes a tower in the bottom lane. Picks up 4 towers to 3 now. They've sent Life Section Lane down to deal with him as the Baron is started out by Team KC.
They have enough tankiness out of this Olaf, and it looks like Ezreal's doing a pretty good amount of DPS. He hasn't finished his board, but it doesn't seem to matter. but they're not giving it up yet. Baby Fufu's on his way back in.
Lotus is gonna absolutely destroy them! Smite used to stay alive! Baby Fufu will get shut down. Unstoppable is RoK. 9-5-2, they pick up the Baron. A teleport being used by Hastega trying to play cleanup, but here's liposuction lane. Chimmy will go down. Hastega gets ripped apart on the other side. Beniona comes in with the fear. Leap of faith being used. Beniona trying to find him! Dark Passage will get Ro out to safety. He has a double picked up by liposuction lane, and Random Kings ins away a lot.
Man, and it was looking pretty good for them when Hastega was taking those towers in the bot lane while they were keeping him off the Baron. But I don't think they realized that they went for Baron after the fight, because it seemed like Baby Fufu and Hastega reacted just too slowly to get there in time. Had they both been able to get there at the same time, just a little bit earlier, I really think they would have been able to pick up all 3 kills, especially with Baby Fufu burning. I was actually surprised to see Stopwatch come out of Chimmy there, but I guess he is. It makes sense for him to be building towards the GA at this point.
Yeah, the GA, more importantly than anything, denies a lot of the reset mechanics on the side of Random Kings, the Katarina, the Master Yi. So that would be the main idea behind it, I would imagine.
Makes me think. Does Darius ult reset if somebody has GA?
No.
Ah, interesting. I know it resets on on Scion pack, but
yeah. Just weird. I don't know why.
I'm with you. I don't know why it resets on. I guess it counts as a champion. I guess that means that it would probably.
Sickly's building towards.
I guess that would mean that it would probably reset on Testing Spirit.
Wow!
Oh my goodness. Oh, no.
And he's gonna. Oh no, Baby Fufu going into Death Sense lands on the Beniona. They play away Baby Fufu. He gets lossless. Zodge's hourglass. Beniona gets the infinite rest into the back line. They shut down Hillblade. They shut down Big Tom. Now Jimmy is the next to fall. Random Kings find 3 in the mid lane.
Wow, out of nowhere, Ro's not near his team when they all go down. And they lose Sickly in the top lane, but Hastega is mid lane. Oh, Baby Fufu was trying to go for Ro here, but he's fighting off more than he can.
He's gonna jump away, flash out, Shunpo at liposuction lane, ready to take the 2v2, or 2v1 rather, falls down the leap of faith, doing so much damage, he's feared up, looking for the more sustain, he's still taking tower, Conqueror is popped onto him by Beniona, but he will get outplayed, shot it down, shutdown goes over to Beniona.
Fortunately for liposuction lane, he didn't have his flash up during that fight. One last flash out of Leroy secures his escape and prevents that sustain coming in from the Q. Well, she doesn't have Spirit Message, but it still is a decent chunk of healing.
So, you know, they pick up the Sickly takes the blue.
And he flashes his Mastery 4 Bard. What a champion. Alright, they're going to try and clear out as much vision as they can. This game, while it was in favor of Team KC for a little bit there, after that last series of events we just watched, actually putting Random Kings back ahead in terms of gold just a bit.
Has been
Big Tom might be in trouble here. Gonna get exploded by Baby Fufu and Sickly, who has this Luden's Electrocute build that he's going. Not very tanky, not as utility-oriented as your typical Bard, maybe, but he's... I mean, I guess... Does he normally go Luden's Bard?
I don't think so. Most of the time you do want that locket as that's going on to Baby Fufu. Big King Hillboy pulls himself into his own death! They're gonna find Ro, tried to juke it, but there's no escape now. He's gonna look for a death mark onto King Leroy, but he will just get immediately killed up. Hastega silently farming his way into relevance. 8-3-2 with 4 completed items at Master.
Starting Triforce, I guess it doesn't matter once you have 3 other items that will all do a lot of damage.
Pick up the mid lane inhibitor with 3 members. 2 members make it still dead on the side of TKC.
Wait, Sickly died.
Killed himself under the fountain. Now Random Kings, Jimmy gonna pop the Test of Spirit, looking to try and find Baby Fufu, who takes a tower shot. Mystic shot misses thanks to the Shunpo. Now Jimmy popping the Predator and the Ragnarok and the Righteous Glory. Slows them all up, but here comes Hastega! There's the fear onto liposuction lane as Jimmy trying desperately to kill him up, but the Death Lotus will come down. Baby Fufu finds the kill. Here's the curtain call. Liposuction lane taking the shots. Killboy will take the 3rd and it will be the 4th. They will shut down every single member of Team KC.
Ro on his way back in. There are some low health bars. He is going on to Leroy here.
Leroy pops the death mark, but it's not enough damage.
He's doing ridiculous damage.
Hastega just rips into pieces with the crits. Random Kings, they find the ace. They're gonna look for the Nexus towers. 4 members still alive. The only one who died was Sickly, who magical journeyed into the fountain. 5 members of Team KC dead, and Reign of Kings will take the 2-0 victory for the OKLCS.
Man, it's just really hard to deal with a Yi once he starts to get all of these items. All right, so that's going to be GG for this this match of, you know, determining who really wins between Kansas City, LKC, and Oklahoma, OKLCS. With this victory and LKC's victory again in the Unlucky versus Wadu series, that's going to put pretty much everything at dead even this point. We've got gold in favor of OKLCS, plat in favor of LKC, and now diamond is tied.
Diamond is 1-1, so we'll see, you know, if Lee KC can, the number 1 seed K-State B, are able to take the victory over the ragtag group that OKLCS has thrown together, due to Sky Zero backing out last minute. If they win, congratulations, Lee KC. They have won over.
They have beat OKLCS.
They won over a ragtag group. No. I'm just kidding. But Lee KC, that was definitely very good performance. RoK with like the broken wrist, you know, did do very well on the Zed.
I'm impressed. I would be a much worse Zed, and my hands both work fine. So
so do please tune in to twitch.tv/LeagueKC
at about 1 p.m.
At about 1 p.m. for that match between K-State B and the OKLCS.
Potentially
reps.
Apache, but maybe some ragtag people from Apache, Too Fast, Too Furious. Basically the 4 through. What would that be? 7 seeds? The 4 through 7 seed teams.
So a bunch of other people. So thank you all so much for watching. Please tune in to twitch.tv/LeagueKC, and we will see you next time.